All right, y'all, we got another case. This one is actually kind of hits close to home a little bit because it's in California and I'm in California. So we got a man that killed a police deputy in California, didn't want to go back to prison, but I'll give you my thoughts on it at the end when I explain everything to you, which is just crazy because I mean, I thought bro was facing going to jail for the rest of his life. That's why I thought he did this shit, but kind of find out he was facing some time for sure, but not something I think you would go to the extreme for this. So this first of all, this dude's name is William McKay. So on December 29, 2022, Riverside County Sheriff's Deputy Isaiah Cordero conducted a traffic stop in California. I don't know how to pronounce the name. So in California, according to investigators, as Cordero approached the pickup truck, the driver, William Shea McKay, opened fire and fatally shot him.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Here are tags for your car.
They're probably at the house.
Huh?
They're probably at the house.
Probably?
Yeah.
Is this your car?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? And you see your driver's license and the registration?
My license is in my...
I'm sorry?
My license is in my bag.
Okay.
Can I grab it?
Yeah.
So as y'all can just see in that footage right there, he gets pulled over, asks for his insurance license, and you can see the officer is not really on point like that. Like he's letting him reach in the bag, which I don't thought he should have did that at all. I thought the officer should have, first of all, should have called for backup and not even pulled him over by himself. But see, he lets him reach in there, asks if he can reach in his bag and get it, shoots the officer, speeds off, right? So let's just give you all little details on bro's criminal history. So he's got numerous charges dating way back to the 1990s. He's got an assault with a firearm charge, first-degree robbery, multiple assault-related offenses, false imprisonment, criminal threats, evading police, receiving stolen property. So basically, they're stating that he was qualified under California's three strikes offender law. And in separate cases before the deputy was even murdered, he had been convicted of several felonies and was facing a potential sentence of 25 years to life. However, sentences had been delayed, his bail was reduced, and he was released pending further court proceedings, which he was failed to show up to those proceedings.
Officers' body cams abruptly cut as 32-year-old Deputy Isaiah Cordero would later be pronounced dead, sparking a massive manhunt for his killer. Investigators cross-referenced Officer Cordero's body cam footage with flock cameras in the area and positively identified the murderer as 44-year-old William McKay, who had ties to an outlaw biker gang based out of Southern California, as well as a violent criminal history.
CHP, he stabbed their dog about a year ago.
Officers circulated a description of McKay and his vehicle, and less than 2 hours later, an off-duty officer spotted him traveling south on the 15.
Now's the time. We're gonna pit him. We gotta.
All right, so just after you see that footage where they're just explaining his criminal history there a little bit. So let's just give you a little bit things that led up before this incident. So before the deputy was even killed, he has been documented from fleeing from law enforcement on notable incidents occurred in 2021 when he was pursued by authorities and a police canine was stabbed during the arrest operation. Prosecutors cited this and other violent incidents as evidence that he possessed a significant danger to the public. So that's what I'm saying. Like when he pulled bro over, he should have run his criminal record or seen who he was pulling over. Like police always running people's tags and see, but I don't think he even seen his tags. So I don't even know if he could have did that. So maybe that's where the misconfusion happened, where he wasn't able to realize who he was pulling over, because I think he said something about I don't know if it was the tags or the plates. You got to review the footage again, but if he was just missing the tags, then he should have ran the plates, and if it came back to him. But that's where miscommunication can be, because it doesn't always have to be the person that's registered to the vehicle that's in the vehicle, you know. But I'm just saying, if it was bro's vehicle, because he did say it was his vehicle, it's registered him. So if his name was attached to that and he ran it before he even hopped out the car, he should have realized that he shouldn't have did that by himself.
fire. Hey, hold your fire.
John Hazard, he is definitely injured. No movement. He's got clear breathing.
William McKay was found deceased. According to the autopsy report, he had a total of 12 gunshot wounds, including 6 shots to his head, another which penetrated his lungs, and a fatal shot to the neck which severed his spinal cord. A total of 79 rounds and shells were fired by officers. A search of his vehicle yielded a plastic bag containing a white, powdery substance, the firearm he used to murder Deputy Cordero, numerous credit cards he fraudulently used at various locations, and his membership card to a violent white supremacist outlaw biker gang. McKay's lengthy criminal record began in 1999 when he pleaded guilty to assault with a firearm and spent 3 years in prison. In 2005, he was an accomplice to a burglary where he choked a man and smothered a woman before stealing $3,700. He pleaded guilty to first-degree robbery and 2 counts of assault and sentenced to 13 years in prison. In 2021, McKay and an accomplice held a woman who had been house-sitting for McKay against her will. McKay alleged that she took part in burglarizing his home, but rather than alert police, he assaulted her and bound her and her mother with duct tape and threatened to kill them. The victim managed to escape and alert San Bernardino's sheriff's deputies, who pulled him over 2 days later in a stolen truck. He and his accomplice fled into the desert where they were surrounded, and his accomplice stabbed a police canine. McKay represented himself in court after his arrest and requested a bench trial, where a trial judge heard evidence and found him guilty of false imprisonment, evading a peace officer, making criminal threats likely to produce death, and receiving stolen property. According to court transcripts, the judge found him not guilty of kidnapping because the victim was not forcibly moved from where she was held. McKay's bail was reduced from $950,000 to $500,000 to remain in compliance with San Bernardino's bail schedule for a 3 strikes case. Needing to only pay 10% of the bail and allowed to use property like a house or pickup truck, McKay made bail by promising property valued at $50,000. He was arrested on a new drug charge prior to his sentencing, where he made bail again, this time for $50,000. When McKay failed to appear to his sentencing hearing, a warrant was issued and his bail was forfeited. His warrant was still active when Deputy Cordero pulled him over for not having a rear license plate. Investigators interviewed an associate of McKay who told them that he did not want to go back to prison. 1 week after his murder, Deputy Cordero was laid to rest and a memorial service was conducted in his honor.
Our son is gone. We hurt so much. My dearest Isaiah, you were taken too soon. And we do not know how we are supposed to carry on without you.
Deputy Isaiah Cordero, ID number 5662, end of watch December 29, 2022. Motor 38, Deputy Isaiah Cordero. Rest in peace, we have it from here.
See, I'm still learning. I just recorded this whole video and didn't even have my mic on. But so y'all just saw the whole footage, broke down the criminal history, the details of the incident, details of the incidents leading up to before the officer was even murdered. So I just want to know y'all thoughts and comments about this situation. I don't even think that bro should have even been on the streets to even let this happen in the first place, because before he bailed out of jail in those first 2 cases that they said he was on bond for, he already had a lengthy, serious, violent criminal history already. Then he gets to go to jail for that one huge case where he bails out for like $500,000, puts up property. Then you guys let him bail out of that, and then he gets arrested again on bond for a serious drug offense charge or some shit. Y'all let him bond out on that too. So it's like y'all keep letting him out, letting him out. What do y'all think gonna happen? Like, I think like the justice system got to be accountable for that, because y'all kept letting him out. He should have never been out to even let that happen. Like, he just showed y'all all his years living, he didn't show y'all nothing but violent shit, and y'all let him out, let him out, let him out. And then I feel bad for the officer, but it's like, can you really always feel bad for the police too? Because they be killing people a lot too. A lot of it do be justifiable, but a lot of it don't as well. So it's like those families don't never get closure because they family members get killed, and then the police officer gets to go back to work and live a normal life, even though they probably never live a normal life after they kill someone, just living with that, you know. But I don't know. Let me know y'all thoughts and comments, but I appreciate all the love and support. Road to 500. We're doing great. Let's keep the views, keep the comments, keep the likes coming. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on everything you see. I appreciate y'all.